The Sparks Police Department is investigating a possible robbery and kidnapping overnight. We'll have all the details.
Plus, the July jobless numbers are out, so are they up or down? We're going to have all the details for that this morning. Also, it was a busy night for Reno police with 2 pedestrian hit and runs and a DUI crash. We're going to have these stories and much more coming up for you on this Friday, August 17th, 2012.
You're watching News 4 Today in high definition.
And a good Friday morning, everybody. Welcome to the final half hour of News 4 Today as we get you going now on the 17th day of August. Thanks for staying with us. 6:30, we're going to get your forecast with Jen coming up in just a couple of minutes, see how your weekend is shaping up. But first, Sparks police say a man is on the loose accused of kidnapping a woman and stealing her money. We've got Dina Kupfer following this story for us live. She is at Victorian Square with all the details. Dina?
Good morning, Bill. Well, Sparks police say the incident happened just at about 9 o'clock last night, and they say that they are investigating a situation where a man possibly kidnapped and then robbed a woman at the AM/PM here on Victorian Avenue. Now, police say that a woman was sitting in her car parked outside of the gas station when a man allegedly got into her vehicle and held her at gunpoint. Now, according to police, the suspect told the woman to drive and directed her to a dirt road in the Collin Ranch area. The suspect then demanded the woman's wallet and ran from the scene. The woman in this incident was not injured or harmed. Now, the suspect is still out at large this morning, and the Sparks Police Department have released a suspect description. They say that he is a white male, approximately 50 years old, and is believed to be heavy set with a scruffy beard. He was last seen wearing a flannel jacket, and they are asking anyone that has any information to contact the Sparks Police Department or Secret Witness. That number is 322-4900, and if you contact Secret Witness, you will remain anonymous. And so if you did see anything in the area of Victorian Avenue last night at this AM/PM around 9 o'clock, you are urged to contact police. Reporting live here from Victorian Square in Sparks, I'm Dina Kupfer. Bill, back to you.
All right, thank you so much for that, Dina. Nevada's unemployment rate rose 0.4 of a percentage point to a seasonally adjusted 12% in July. However, the good news is it is still down year over year. While not directly comparable to the state's seasonally adjusted figure, the Reno Sparks jobless rate sits even with the state's overall rate, while Carson City's unemployment rate stood at 12.2%. Las Vegas has the highest unemployment rate amongst the state's 3 population centers, sitting at 12.9% right now. National unemployment rate 8.3%. Well, stock futures relatively flat overnight ahead of the release of the latest data on consumer sentiment and a mixed bag of earnings from retailers. Let's check in with our financial planner, John Sanchez, to see how we're looking just 3 minutes into the ball game. Good morning to you, John.
Happy Friday to you, Bill. Thanks so much. 11-point gain on the Dow, unchanged on the NASDAQ, and just a 2-point rise on the S&P 500. So, yeah, it was very quiet in the pre-market session. Economic-wise, we have University of Michigan consumer sentiment number coming our way at 6:55, and then at 7 o'clock, the leading indicators. As you indicated, Bill, a lot of earnings numbers still tailing in. Let's talk about J.M. Smuckers. The food producer reported a first-quarter profit of $1.17 a share. That was 17 cents above Wall Street's estimates. Right now, the stock's on the upside by 4.25%, a $3.34 increase to $82.31. Now, one that just reported, Aeropostale, kind of gave us a hint as far as the back-to-school season. They see a very soft start to that season. The company also reported a break-even second quarter. Stock is down 4.17%, a 64-cent loss to $13.02. And then interesting news on Apple. The brokerage firm Jefferies & Companies went through their channel checks, indicated that the not-yet-announced iPad mini has gone into production. So that's helping Apple up, $4.03 gain on Apple to $640.46. Finally got some momentum yesterday, Bill. Dow finished up 85 points at 13,255. Right now, we're up 22 on the Dow, unchanged on the NASDAQ, rising 1 on the S&P. Back to you in the studio. Have a great weekend.
John, you do the same. Thank you very much. Well, football preseason may have just started, but we are already thinking about basketball season here in the biggest little city. We're going to send it over to Jen to find out what we're talking about. Good morning, Jen.
Good morning to you, Bill. We're really excited this morning. We have Bruno from the Bighorns. Thanks so much for joining us. Get a little high five action here. Yeah, we're awake on a Friday morning. Also joining us is Bree. She's the director for the Bighorns dance team, and we're talking about tryouts this morning as well as a workshop that's going to go on this weekend to help you get ready for tryouts. So why don't you go ahead and tell our viewers about that?
Yeah, this weekend on Sunday we will have a workshop from 10 a.m. on to 2 p.m. and the workshop will consist of learning a dance or 2 dances that we will teach at tryouts also. So the girls can come and just kind of get ready for what tryouts are going to be like.
So what kind of experience are you looking for? Maybe some girls or dancers, even guys you said you might accept this year. That's exciting for the first time.
We want the girls to have dance experience, you know, at least like a background in dance or cheerleading of some sort. They don't have to have professional dance experience, but at least some sort of dance background.
Now, does Bruno get out there with you guys and learn all the dances and stuff?
He does. He gets out there quite a bit, you know. He's a pretty good dancer.
He looks like it. I can see his moves busting out this morning. There we go. I like it. Okay, and what kind of a commitment can you expect for the girls and the guys who might try out for the team?
Well, the season goes from November to April, but we're having tryouts September 9th. So the girls will have to be committed to the team from the tryout September 9th until the season is over in April. Practice will be 2 days to 3 days a week, but games are 2 to 3 days a week also. So they do have a time commitment to the team.
So you better be ready to dance and be ready to commit your time to this. Great stuff.
Yes.
And then this weekend you said there's a little bit of an incentive. If you come to the workshop, then you don't have to pay for tryouts?
Yes,
correct?
so if you come and you pay for the workshop, then you don't have to pay at tryouts. So it's something for the girls to think about.
All right, good. We'll get it done early there. Thank you so much for joining us, Bruno. We appreciate it, Bree.
Thank
and
you.
where should they come this weekend for the workshop? Didn't ask
The
you about
workshop and tryouts will be held at Fit Reno. It's a gym here in town off of Longley Lane in the Quail warehouses.
that. All right, well, you heard that this Sunday. If you're a dancer or maybe think you do have some good dance moves, come join Bree and the Bighorns. All the girls and guys out there will be a great time. The address and all of the information are on your screen. Thank you again, Bruno and Bree. Let's go ahead and turn to your weather forecast now. Beautiful shot taken by our floor director, Brian, last night at the Aces game. Gorgeous sunset, and we do expect to see another one just like this later tonight, because when you have a lot of the particles in the air, a lot of that smoke, even though it's hazy and doesn't create the best breathing conditions, we can get a beautiful sunset there with the light reflecting off of all the particles. Same story with the clouds as well. 65 degrees outside right now at the Reno Tahoe International Airport with no wind. Your humidity at 52%. 48 right now at Truckee, 51 at South Lake Tahoe, 59 at Lovelock, and 58 at Winnemucca. So isolated showers this morning around Smith Valley, Yerington, working their way north so far. We also saw a few isolated sprinkles around Topaz Lake. We can expect to see some isolated rain just south of I-80 this morning. Yesterday's high was 97, so we were 6 degrees above the average there. Today it looks like we'll be a couple of degrees cooler, and your sunset tonight will be at 6:51 p.m. 91 and 63 today at Stead, 98 and 68 at Gerlach, with about a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms. Smoke stretching to Gerlach all the way south through Carson City and spots in the Sierra as well. Wind out of the west at about 5 to 10 miles per hour tonight. We're looking at 89 for the first pitch for your Aces at 7:05. And coming up next in my forecast, we're going to talk about how big of a chance of showers you can expect tomorrow and exactly when we will start to see the drier weather return. Bill?
All right, thank you very much for that. Let's also check in on your roadways. We have Trooper Chuck Allen keeping an eye on things for us. Good morning to you, Chuck. Happy Friday.
Well, good morning to you, Bill, and happy Friday to everybody out there. We are off to a terrific start this morning, Bill. Currently crash and incident-free on all area highways and roadways throughout northern Nevada. So, folks, have a safe weekend. Please don't drink and drive. Don't forget to buckle up. And, Bill, I'll send it right back to you in the studio.
All right, thank you so much for that, Chuck.